Okay, I've put a lot of thought into this idea, and I think I figured out how to load 30 Rook or 300 Rook without spending $1,000 to set up for it. So if you're not familiar with the cartridge, you can't get brass, you can't get bullets, you can't get dies. It's pretty much impossible to load for. So you can make brass from 3220 apparently, but you gotta like size it and turn it on the lathe. I'm not going down. I'm not doing that. Bullet mold, that would be a custom mold. It used to be $100. Now it's like $200 probably to get them here in Canada. Here's what I've come up with. Now I don't mind doing some small easy modifications, but hear me out. 3220 brass is very, very thin on the neck, about 10 thousandths thinner than the closest case, which would be 32 H&R Magnum, which is really close to this in size, but just no bottleneck. This has got a little teeny tiny bottleneck. 10 thousandths, that's important. 300 Rook uses a 300 diameter bullet. I slugged the bore. It's 395, 396, right in there. And that seems to be what all of them were. So they take a bolt that's quite a bit bigger than the bore, but it's got a sort of like a polygonal rifling. I've got some extra bullet molds. So one of the extra ones I have is I've got a Lee C309 170F, which is for a 30-30. I've also got a 6 cavity Lee mold. So I can give up that Lee one. So this is just the nose off of that C309 170F, cut off right at the crimp groove. It weighs 90.2 grains, and there's just a little bit of flashing left on this. So I'm looking at, with a good base on that, 85 to 90 grains, somewhere's in there. But it's the right size. So this is 300 to 301, thereabouts. It fits inside of a sized 3220 case almost perfect. There's a few thousandths extra. So these cases inside are 310. So there's extra 5 thousandths. If I run 32 H&R Mag brass, which is 10 thousandths thicker than this on the neck and about the same length, through my 3220 dies, it would neck size it and let me set the nose of a 30-30 cast bullet in there. And that should work. So what I'm going to do, I got a couple projects on the go. One project is that 22 Hornet that I got on the go. I had to order a little vise for my milling attachment on my lathe. I'm going to take that bullet mold and I'm going to mill the top of it off and take about half of it off and then get the handles back on it so I can cast a 90 grain 300 diameter bullet. It'll have no grease grooves, but they're going to get tumble lubed or powder coated, so not the end of the world. Now I got to get my hands on some 32 H&R Mag brass. It's not expensive. I just don't want to put an order in just for that. So, I don't know. I mean, hell, if someone in Canada has got 1 or 2 pieces they want to send me in a mail, like the $1 envelope, I'd love to have a piece. I don't see why this wouldn't work. I know I may have to ream that chamber a little bit, but until I get a piece of 32 H&R Mag brass to try in there, might slip right in. Anyways, tell me why this isn't going to work. I don't see why it isn't. And it's a pretty easy fix, really. You just take a mold that well, I have an extra one, but you just take a Lee mold and mill it off, or get a custom one if you want to, but I've got this one. I'm going to try it. I think it's going to work. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.